Feel the power of you controlling your breathing. In through your nose and out through your mouth. You've got your legs crossed, your back straight, your eyes closed. You remember the truth. You know the truth. That you were born to win, to take control of your life the way you take control of your breathing. One breath at a time, one thought at a time. So let's do that right now. Let's see ourselves doing the best we can as we begin our day today in the best way possible. Winning the morning, winning our mind, and growing our minds and our bodies. And whatever we do. So right now, let's see ourselves doing the best walk we've ever done when that music shuts off. Right here, right where we are, right where we sit. Because we know the truth. After all, we're made of truth. We're made of the same stuff the universe is made of. That's what makes you infinitely intelligent. See yourself right now doing the best walk you've ever done when that music shuts off. Goes off, you're going to win. You're going to make it real. You're going to make your dream, your vision real. Good morning, determination. So good to be here together again today. A new day, a new chance to be better than we were the last time. Here we go, everyone. When I say go, we're going to start jogging. So right now, as you're doing your best walk, whether it's side to side or whether you're simply walking on the spot, I want you to see yourself doing your best jog on the spot when I say go. I miss you so much, Beverly Glenn. I miss you so much, determination. But we get to unite right now with this energy. We get to remember. We get to be our true great self. To grow our minds and to grow our bodies, wherever we are, whatever we're doing. And the way we do this is the way we'll do everything. So here we go. Okay, go. Always focus on your breathing. Keep going a little bit more. And stop. Okay, walking back to our best walk. Stay focused on your breathing. Remember, the way you catch your breathing, the way you control your breathing, is the same way you can control your thoughts and your feelings. Alright, let's start with some shoulder rolls forward. Let's do 10 forward. And backwards. Okay, let's do some arm circles forward. Feel the power of you controlling your mind and your body. Feel the joy of being able to move your body through space the best way you can. And backwards. Okay, hands on your hips, bend your knees, and side stretch. Okay, let's twist our bodies. Twist. Hands on the hips. Alright, and let's do 5 push-ups, everyone. 5 push-ups. 5 steps together. Here we go. As best you can. Okay, and let's do 5 squats. Here we go. Alright, let's do lunges. 3 on each side, arms up. Alternating legs. Alright, good. And let's do 10-second plank. Belly and knees off the ground. And everyone. And let's reach for the ceiling on our toes. Hold it there for 10. Okay, and reach for your toes, straight knees. Control that breathing. Just reach. It's okay if you don't touch your toes. Reaching is what matters. All right, and stand up. And then let's balance. Grab one leg.
Magic System, Red One, Shawty. Comme d'habitude, on est calé. Comme toujours, ça va aller. On te met l'ambiance à gogo. Tous ensemble, on fait le show.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis, et viens faire la folie.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis. Oh, 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 oh. C'est pas seulement pour les bobos. Nous on vient dans nos mambo. Mon ami, si tu as le niveau, rejoins-nous pour t'enjailler.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis, et viens faire la folie.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis. Oh, 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 oh. Ah ouais, Magic System.
Toujours nous.
Ah, ça change pas.
Ah ouais.
Ah, Shawty avec Red One. Est-ce que ça marche?
Ça va pas.
On vient du ghetto pour aller plus haut. Avec les magiciens, c'est ready, oh, oh, oh. On vient du ghetto pour aller plus haut. Avec les magiciens, oh, oh, oh.
Messi from about 25 yards out into the corner, off the fingertips and to the back of the net. He's done it again.
The madness of Messi.
Morning, guys. Today, Wayne Dyer shares with us another amazing piece of advice, and that is there are no justified resentments. So, what that means is there's no reason for us to continue to allow hate and vengeance to fill our hearts, no matter what's happened to us. It's a very hard thing, a very hard practice to implement, but we have to work on it because there's no reason to justify why we should allow hatred toward the any other human being, no matter what's happened to us, that is still a decision we make. It's a hard one to, sort of a hard, bitter medicine to swallow. But if we can accept that, we can change our life, and we can make sure that the resentment stops with us, that the negativity stops with us, no matter what's happened to us. It's very difficult, but if we can commit to that and understand there's no justification for our own resentment, we can free ourselves. Good morning, everyone.
When I was 15 years old, I heard a quote, and I will never forget it, and I bring it with me everywhere I go, and it's ingrained in my DNA. The quote is this: "It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice."
Need motivation?
Watch a top 10 with Believe Nation.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and I watch these videos every day because I need them for motivation. Being around successful entrepreneurs every morning helps me believe that I can do great things too. It's like your morning coffee, but for your goals, kickstarting your day with a blast of positivity. So here is a challenge for you. Try watching one video every morning for the next 30 days. And let's find out together if they help you do great things too. If you're in, leave a hashtag Believe in the comments below so I can celebrate with you. So today, let's learn from one of the best, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and our take on his top 10 rules of success. Believe. Rule number 2 is put in the work.
How hard do you actually work? Meaning what the audience doesn't see. How hard do you actually work, DJ?
Hard. I mean, you have to work hard. Everybody in this room knows if it's worth something to you, you got to put in the effort. And the tricky thing, as we know with social media, is you let people in a little bit, you let them in on what you want them to see, but at the end of the day, I always feel like social media may be the tip of the iceberg that you allow people to see, but it's everything underneath the water that they don't see. And I always like to say it's the work we put in when nobody's watching that really matters. It's easy, I think, when you go to work, you got a lot of people around, you galvanize everybody, you could feel the momentum and the energy start to go. And not to oversimplify the work, but it leads to work begets work. So if we're all together in a room, we're gonna work, but it's the stuff you do on your own, away from everybody, really that matters. So you gotta put in the work. How hard do I work? I work hard, like we all work hard. I like to say that.
Rule number 3 is follow your passion.
You talk about being in this world of pro wrestling. It seems like it was far from pro back then.
Right.
Right. Your dad didn't want you to get into the sport. You had this yearning to become a part of this world. What do you think that was?
The yearning part of it?
Why did you want to be part of wrestling? What was it about wrestling in particular?
Well, a few things. I think because I grew up in it. Mm-hmm. And not only did I grow up in it, but man, I loved it. I loved wrestling. I love the antics of it. I love the characters of it. And especially at that time, when you grew up in the 80s, wrestling back then, late 70s, 80s, was a whole different, I think, unique experience in that a lot of people bought into it and they felt like it was real. And they'd have these local stars every week and they'd be on their television sets, just their local TVs, and they would talk down the lens about what they're going to do to their opponent this Saturday night at whatever little arena they're wrestling in. I loved all that. And I had a front row seat watching my dad and my grandfather and everybody in my family live their passions. And it's what I believe we're all born to do.
Wow.
And so I think the yearning of it, it started to happen for me when, to be honest, when we were evicted out of Hawaii. So we were living in a little apartment. We were evicted when I was 13 or 14 years old. And I remember in that moment, I never wanted to feel that again. I was with my mom and we came home and there was a padlock, or there was a notice. So you have a week to get out.
And that was it.
And that was it. And I remember just her and I, and she was standing there. She was crying. She didn't know what to do. And my dad was wrestling in Tennessee at that time. And I remember then thinking, I never want to experience this again. And what can I do to change it? What can I do? Like, what can I do with my own two hands? Now I'm 14. So I can't do shit.
Right. That's a tough place to be in as a 14-year-old.
As a 14-year-old, right? So I remember at that time thinking, well, all the heroes in my life are these guys. They're these guys they're big, they're strong, they're pro wrestlers. I I bet you if I built my body and if I went to the gym, then I could change this scenario. So from that moment, I think that defining moment, now years later, I fell in love with the game of football.
Right.
I love playing football. My goals shifted to, well, maybe I got a shot to go to the NFL. I was at University of Miami, great school. We were national champions, played for it on 2 other occasions. I mean, we were balling back then. Those Hurricanes back then, dude. I think you were in Johannesburg at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
that's way back, yeah.
In the 90s, but we were really balling. So I shifted my goals, and then when that didn't happen with the NFL, I took it as a sign. And I remember thinking, I need to close this chapter in my life, really listen to my gut, and I want to turn my attention to something I think I'm going to be so passionate about, and I think I was born to do.
Rule number 4 is just be you.
At this point in your career, when most people would be like, hey, get those cameras away, I don't want to talk to anybody, every single day, you're talking to the people. Why is that?
It's the most important relationship I have.
Wow.
Is with the people. As I reached a point in my career, I was tired of trying to be something I wasn't.
Wow.
So I was told at that time, listen, you can't talk about wrestling, you can't go by the Rock, you can't be as big, you can't, it was a lot of things like that. So finally I reached a point where I said, all right, 2 things have to happen. I'm gonna surround myself with a different group of people, different management, and then I'm gonna make sure that that I just gotta be me.
Right.
Be me, and if you wanna call me Rock, you call me Rock. Right? I'm gonna get in the
Because we
gym.
didn't know, because I was like, should I call him?
No, yes, of course.
No more Rock.
No, it's always Rock.
Also, to make sure you're actually taking action after watching this video, I've designed a special free worksheet just for this video. The worksheet will highlight our favorite lessons from the video that will inspire you to remember what you learned today and actually apply them. The worksheet will also give you space to write down what your key takeaways are and your specific plan of action to make sure you're getting results. If you want the worksheet designed specifically for this video, absolutely for free, there's a link in the description below. Go click on it and start building the momentum in your life and your business. I'll see you there. Rule number 5 is be competitive.
I can trace back my my work ethic to, we were evicted out of we had a little efficiency apartment in Hawaii.
And focus on planting that foot firmly into the ground. Bend the one knee if you have to find your balance point. And then pull that heel back towards your bottom. Excellent. All right, and switch. The other one. Find that balance and hold. Very good. Okay, and now let's hug the one knee. Here we go. Bring that knee up. And again, find that balance. And hold it there. 10 seconds. Alright, and switch. The other one. Slowly bring it up. Alright, good job. Excellent. Okay, and let's sit down. And let's stretch out and reach for our toes. Straight knees. Here we go. Again, reaching is what matters. It's okay if you don't touch your toes. Just give your best. Feel the joy. Feel the process of you working to become better at every movement you make. Every stretch you do. Okay, here we go. Let's do V-shape now with the legs. So V-shape, and reach for the floor as far as away from your body as you can. And reach for one side. Hold it there. And switch to the other side. Alright, Alright, let's bring our feet together now. And gently push your knees down with your elbows and hold it there for 10. Here we go. Again, feel that power of you in the now, in the moment. Winning. WIN, I've heard before, stands for what's important now. What's important now is doing our best in whatever we do. Okay, let's go one leg forward and one leg back. Keep the knee on the ground and go as far back as you can without hurting yourself. Keep that knee down though. Here we go. And switch, the other one now. Again, keep that knee down. Go as far back as you can. Okay, good. All right. And let's roll onto our belly. And let's push the floor and look up at the ceiling. Cobra stretch. Here we go. Hold it for 10. All right, excellent. Okay, legs crossed again. Back straight. Eyes closed. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now I want you to see yourself right now. When that music goes on, I want you to see yourself doing the best you can on an exercise of your choice. For me today, I'm going to be working on challenging myself to do as many push-ups and air squats as I can. So I'm going to see that in my mind right now. I'm going to try to be a little bit better than I was last time. What about you? Think about it. What is there that you want to get better at? What exercise do you want to do? Remember, it's got to be within the rules, safety rules, rules that are there for you to keep you safe. So this is the space we have right here. So what exercise will you do to the best of your ability when that music goes on? I want you to see that clearly in your mind right now. You might want to do jumping jacks. You might want to do burpees. You might want to simply dance, move your body to the music. If you want to play your own music, you can do that as well. I've got my music here. You feel free to enjoy that. But I want you to see yourself when that music goes on, doing the best you can at whatever exercise you choose. Because you know the truth. The way you do that is the same way you will improve and do better at anything. All right, determination, let's go. Let's feel that energy moving up. Here we go. Music always changes our energy state. Whatever you do, you gotta believe that you can do better. Here I go. As many push-ups as I can do. We got 53 today. I gotta remember that for next time. What is it for you? What are you doing right now? Maybe you're doing some jumping jacks. Maybe you're dancing to the music. Whatever it is you're doing, do it to the best of your ability. You were born to be your best all the time. Remember your breathing. Always believe that you can be better than you were the last time. Even if you don't get exactly where you want to be, the process, the struggle, fighting to be better than you were last time, that's what's going to bring you your joy and your happiness. We have our determination. We get to work on that all the time. Alright, air squats are next for me. What about you?
Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. Let's have some fun. To the left now. To the right. Now take your left hand and put it on your side. Gon' roll your shoulders, do the slip and slide. This next part's my favorite part, cause it's time to shine. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Gon' throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. It's simple, you can do it. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Now cool down, have a good time. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Do the butterfly, have a good time. Round, round, round and round you go. It's time to show out right now and take to the floor. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now. Gon' throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. Take it down now, take it down now. Take it down now, take it down now. Bring it up now, bring it up now. Bring it up now, bring it up now. Take it down and crisscross. Bring it up now, crisscross. Do whatever you like right here. Just have fun. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road.
Now Messi looking to exchange it with
Dembele, and he scores, Messi!
Supporting him here, the
Good afternoon, guys. We have to positively brainwash our minds. We have to make it our number one priority to start our day that way. It's the one thing that has helped me so much, and it is one thing I'm trying to do is to add value in your life through spreading as much positive thought energy, because it's helped me. It's worked for me, and I hope that it can work for you. In fact, I know it will work for you. But it takes a lot of hard work, it takes a commitment, and it takes you winning the morning. You got to get up earlier. I know it's hard, but maybe you start little by little, and that's the time. That's the focus time where you start filling your mind with positive thought energy. We're going to be brainwashed anyway. Our minds are going to be filled and occupied by default by negative things. If we don't make an effort, that's what will happen. So it's up to you. You got to fight. You got to positively brainwash your mind. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
And we were evicted out of there, couldn't pay the rent. The rent was $280 a month. We eventually got kicked out. When we got kicked out, I was 15 years old. I'll never forget it. I was standing there at the door. There was not the padlock, but the notice. And if any of you have had this unfortunate experience, you get evicted. They tell you in a week you got to go. If you don't, then the Honolulu Police Department will come and they'll escort you out. In that moment, I saw my mom crying, and because I'm a mama's boy, and that kind of pain really impacted me. And I thought then, I want to do everything that I can to make sure we never get evicted like this again, and make sure that she is never this upset again. Thank you. You know, and that then I thought, I didn't even know what that meant at 15 years old. It just meant I have to work. I have to work. I have to do something with my own two hands. So I have a philosophy these days that you got to put in the work with our own two hands, because this is the stuff that you can control. We control the controllables, as we say. The other part is a competitive nature that is in my DNA, and it's in my blood, just like it runs in all of our constitution and our makeup here in this room, and yours included, where I love the competition, I love to win, and I also love to learn. I don't say lose, I say I love to learn. So I would say it's a combination of that. For me, the work ethic comes from, I never want to be evicted again, which is probably why I need therapy. And the other side to that,
You're not alone.
the other side to that is the competitive nature. And that competitive nature, that never goes away.
Rule number 6 is put your ego in check.
We could screw up, we fuck up at a time, and that's just life. But we learn from it. And I try not to make those mistakes again.
Yeah.
But I also do my best these days, Trev, and this has taken years, by the way, to not let ego, judgment, or early anticipation shape my ability to receive what is happening.
Whew. Okay. That's not easy.
No, man, it's not easy. And so many times in the past, it has stifled either my growth or my ability to see something and go, you know what, I never looked at it like that. Thank you for bringing that up. It's going to help shape me as I walk forward.
Rule number 7 is take risk.
Making the transition into Hollywood, there was no blueprint before me, so it wasn't like I can say, oh, there's that other black Samoan wrestler who was like over 6'4" and weighed whatever pounds. There was a time where I was still trying to find my footing in Hollywood and still trying to understand how I fit into this machine. And I was enamored and motivated by the opportunity to play on a platform that I hadn't before. And coming from the world of wrestling, which was a very crazy, wild world of wrestling. So there was a time where I was a little concerned with how I fit in, and also if I was even going to fit in. But yeah, years later, I'm very fortunate to be sitting here now.
Rule number 8 is change your perspective.
I know you didn't grow up with a lot of money, and I read the story about when I think you were around 15 and there was an eviction notice on the door, and how that made a big impression on you, right?
It did.
Now,
Yes.
Now you're one of the highest paid actors in the world.
Oh, thank you. I do all right, thank you.
You do all right. And does that title, the sexiest man alive, the highest paid in the what do those titles mean, if anything? You're the greatest, you're the most popular, you're the most followed, you're the most.
It's great for the ego. It's wonderful. Kidding.
Yeah, the better question is, how do you keep your ego in check when all of that is happening all around you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Very important. People I have around me and how important that is.
Do you have anybody who can tell you the truth at this point?
Yeah, she's called my wife. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Lauren can tell you the truth.
Yeah, Lauren can tell me the truth. But by the way, and this is where it's the tricky thing for us too, being in this position, is we want to make sure that we have people around us who are inspired to do well and reach for and continue to share our vision, but also at times say, well, I'm not quite too sure if that's the right thing to do. So look, I've had a wonderful career, especially coming from being evicted, and those titles are nice and everything is fine. But honestly, I'm so grateful to be in the position I'm in, and I never take anything for granted. I try not
Aren't
to.
you glad that you were once evicted? Because it gives you such an appreciation for what you have now.
It just gives such perspective. When we were 14 years old, we lived in Hawaii, and we lived in a small efficiency apartment. And my mom and I came home, and I'll never forget, the rent was $180 a week. And there was an eviction a week. And there was an eviction notice on the door. And it was the final eviction notice. Like, that's the one. My mom started crying, and I never forgot in that moment. It was a seminal moment for me because I felt like I never want to be in this position again. What can I do? So at 14 years old, I thought, well, the heroes in my life, Muhammad Ali, for example, professional wrestlers, they're all men who have worked hard with their hands and they built their body. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what my dad taught me and these other heroes. I'm going to go build my body so we're never evicted again. But being evicted, by the way, has, as you were saying, has not only given me just great perspective, but also great gratitude, but also, and my team and my family, we laugh at it, but I feel this way, like, we're a month away from being evicted. I got to go to work. Like, I still have that in my head.
You still have that.
I still have that in my head, but it keeps you grounded, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why the most this and the most that, again, it's wonderful, but the alternative is what I once was.
Rule number 9 is be open.
I went
All right, air squats. Let's see how many I can do here before I get tired. Too tired to keep going, but there's always a little bit more. That's determination. All right, here we go. You can feel free to do the same thing, or again, do your own thing. You got your own dance, your music, whatever you want to do. Whatever you do, do it to the best of your ability. Here we go. All right, how's everybody feeling? We got the blood flowing. We've given our best at something. Feeling the power of us controlling our breathing again. There's no greater joy than that. For me, no greater joy than the awareness of our determination. So sometimes I try to do these exercises and I try to do as many reps as I can in a minute. That's one way to do it. You can change up your intensity, the amount of reps you do, the time you have, that's up to you. But whatever you choose, always try to get a little bit better than you were last time.
I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse through the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, ha, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. Nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Riding on a tractor, lean all in my bladder. Cheated on my baby, you can go and ask her. My life is a movie, but riding in cowboy hat from Gucci, Wrangler on my. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Hat down, cross town, living like a rock star. Spend a lot of money on my brand new guitar. Baby's got a habit, diamond rings and Fendi sports bras. Riding down Rodeo in my Maserati sports car. Got no stress, I've been through all that. I'm like a Marlboro man, so I keep going back. Wish I could roll on back to that old town road. I wanna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Left back, Messi's on his way in there as well now. Here's Messi, glides away from Aspilicueta. Oh, he's gone through the legs again.
Dembele.
Good evening, guys. I want to share with you an amazing story of just how powerful we are and how much we underestimate the power of a decision in a moment. I don't know, you guys probably heard about it, maybe you didn't. Last week I shared a link actually on Facebook about a gentleman who had scaled the balconies of an apartment building to save a child that was dangling from, I don't know what it was, 4th or 5th floor, I don't recall exactly, but when asked afterwards how he did it, because it seems superhuman, he just simply said that he saw the child there, he knew that that child needed help, and he just made a decision that that child wasn't going to die while he was there. And he went up those balconies from the outside of the building and climbed up. Incredible. A powerful, powerful story of just how amazing a decision can be if we lock into it with our full power of our mind. Have a great evening, everyone.
through bouts of depression, not knowing what I was going through.
Yeah.
I didn't know what depression was. 20 years ago, there wasn't, this is depression.
Right.
It's mental health.
Yeah. People back then just thought you were perpetually sad.
They thought you were sad.
Yeah.
They thought maybe you were hungover. They thought a lot of things. They thought maybe you need to get on medication or not. But you know what a lot of people thought, and people still think this today, is, yeah, but it's a choice. You'll get through it. Wake up. It's a choice to be happy. It's a choice to be sad. So come on, like buck up.
Right.
You got this. Move on. When a lot of times you just wake up blue and you don't have that choice. And it's not that easy. You just don't turn it on or turn it off. And I also realized as I went down the road, once I started to realize what it was, why I felt I didn't want to do anything, why I was emotional about things. At first, it happened at University of Miami when I was 18 years old. I came in, everything was great. I was on top. I get injured, complete reconstruction with my shoulder. I was done. I wasn't participating in team meetings, practice. I wasn't going to class. First time away from home.
You're
isolated,
Yeah.
brother, and it all converged. I went through my first bout of depression back then. Also, back when I had $7 in my pocket, and then when I got a divorce, and so on and so on and so on. And then once I started to realize what it was, I started to not only did it help me realize what it was, but then realize the power of talking about it and how important that is. And now I can tell young men, young women, kids, students, older people, doesn't matter. Hey, it's your superpower. It's okay. Talk about it.
Right.
Be open. If you're feeling blue, if you're feeling f***ed up, if you don't have the answers, even if you don't know why, because a lot of times, sure, there's a thing that this thing happened, therefore I'm depressed. But a lot of times people just wake up and the skies are gray.
Yep.
And you don't know what to do. And one of the most powerful things you can do is, number one, know you're not alone. Know that if you're experiencing it, there's a lot of other people out there experiencing it too, and talk about it.
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is remember the hard times.
Before a big movie comes out, before, back in the days when I was wrestling with WWE, a WrestleMania match, anything big that would happen, I would always take a moment and I'd just remind myself, all right, I was evicted when I was 14. We were kicked off the island. We couldn't live in Hawaii. Had no place to live. A lot of shit happened. Then when I moved to Nashville, I was arrested multiple times by the time I was 16 years old. Like, I remember that. If I were playing on this team, which my skills are, what's that term? So I never play. But before I lace up, before I get on the court, before I play in these big games, before I go to the Staples Center, where history is there, those are historic walls there at the Staples Center. I would remember that, and it allows me then to be present in the moment and understand, holy shit, the stuff I have around me right now, this is the shit that I dreamed of when I was a kid. I am here. What helps me is to keep the hard times in the front of my mind, because it allows me to go into these big moments that I've worked my ass off, and you guys have worked your ass off. It allows me to go into these big moments with a different perspective.
We all go through this, and we all lose loved ones. I think what I've realized in the past couple of weeks is it's good to explore these feelings. I'm feeling a little guilty, and I didn't get a chance to say the things that I wanted to say, or I wish he would have said the things to me as a father, now as a father of 3 daughters, the important, critical things that anchor us that I didn't get from him. And it's okay to explore those feelings, but it's also very important to heal, to make sure that we come back to an anchoring foundation of gratitude, a gratitude for what I was able to have with him.
Yeah.
You know, and so I didn't get a chance to say the things that I wanted to say to him. However, another thing that is important too is, because in death, that's when we can spiral and think, well, I should have done this, and I should have called, and I should have sent more pictures. But we got to realize that the relationship that I had with my dad was a relationship that was appropriate at that time.
For 10 more amazing rules from Oprah Winfrey, check the video right there next to me. I think you'll love it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
There is not one single thing that has ever happened to you or will happen to you that will be wasted. If you look at every single crisis, difficulty, challenge, every joy-filled
And once again, legs crossed, back straight, eyes closed, focused on our breathing, back to our breathing. That powerful force, keeping us alive, keeping our energy flowing. And we don't really think about it. We never really attempt to control our breathing. Most of us, anyway. But we were born to do that too. To remember that in any moment, we can take charge of it, the way we take charge of our breathing. Same way we take charge of our mind, our thoughts. So reflect back on today. How did you do? Are you satisfied with your work ethic? Are you satisfied with your determination? Did you use it in its fullness, its beauty? Our determination is invisible. We cannot put our finger on it. We cannot see it. But it is there. We have the power to determine what we will think and what we will do. Today, we've won the morning. We've won our minds. And therefore we can win our day and our life. One breath at a time, one thought at a time. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great life as always. I miss you. I love you guys so much. Keep going. Keep using your determination. Love you guys.